So, me and Odie went for a fantastic walk today. It's like 5 degrees Celsius. I'll let you figure that out in Fahrenheit. But he loves it. I love it. The wind is like... Have you ever just let the wind talk to you? I love the winds of change, like when the seasons are changing and you can feel the new energies come in and the old go out. And it's really cool. We're coming up to the full moon, so the power is growing. Have you touched earth today? Hugged a tree, hold a rock? I was actually running barefoot this morning. Not intentionally. I had no plans of running. I was literally carrying a coffee cup, like a normal coffee cup, without the lid or anything. But Odie, my majestic man. Hey, say hello, Odin.
Who's a good boy?
He's waiting for his friends to come out and play with him, but they're not gonna, because they're probably still sleeping. But yeah, so Odin and I went for a walk today, and I already did my meditation before we left, and I did some running with him because he wanted to jog, so I did. But whoa, he's silly. But it hit me. I wanted to share something with all of you. So I don't know how far you've come on your meditation journey, and I know I'm newbie. I'm totally a newbie when it comes to meditating. I'm still learning a lot. And I know some of you will think, well, you're not a newbie, because when you hear what I say, you might think I'm maybe further along than some of you, but I'll tell you, that was an own tail. I'm really a newbie. So, but when I started meditating and I started doing this meditation that made me feel more connected to Gaia or Shakti or whatever you want to call it, Mother Earth, the connection between Father Sky and Mother Earth is huge. And to balance out our own energies, we need both. And a lot of meditations ask you to imagine energy or light coming down into your crown chakra. But when I imagined mine, after I had seen the last full moon in September, I literally saw the spirals of energy going around the moon, right? It made it look like an electron, or like an atom, like an atom, not electron. And you could really see the energy around the moon. And then it hit me the next day when I was meditating. The light coming to me was coming, and almost like that nautical shell spiral, but it was coming down, and it was almost like a DNA strand, same thing, inside of this light. It was coming down, and these things was connecting to me, and I was vibrating with so much energy. So I had to touch earth, of course. And then it balances you out, and it makes you feel so... I've been really warm lately. It's been wonderful. It's been absolutely wonderful. So I wanted to share that with you, that the light you imagine, the warm energy you imagine coming from you when you're meditating, don't think it has to look a certain way. It might not even look like mine. It might look different to you. Let that image come to you from the source, from the energy, because that image just hit me right after I saw the moon. So it wasn't something I made up. It was something that was gifted, or something I already knew from my higher self that I realized. The next thing I want to mention, because this has been heavy on my heart, I recently had an experience with a karma flame, is what I'm going to call them. But basically, it made me realize something. There can be energy workers out there that are maybe not even aware of what they really are, because they're not actually working light magic. They're still stuck in their trauma, they're still stuck in their feelings, they're still stuck in their body, and they haven't accepted that they need to go within and look into their darkness and grow. And the problem with that is these Reiki masters or other people who have the massive ability to see energy, manipulate energy, even possibly heal, they also have the ability to take your energy. I've been told by a lot of energy workers that I shine pretty bright. I'll be honest, I don't see energy yet. I did as a kid, and I do sometimes, so I think it's coming back, but it's not necessarily something I'm good at right now. I'm more of a intuitive feeler. I can feel things. I can hear people's emotions in a way that lets me see into their past and sometimes into their future, but not in the sense that it's written down hard, because a lot of things are based on people's choices, which can change. But I want to tell you this to protect yourself, because if you feel like you visited a Reiki master or some sort of energy healer, medicine person of any kind, and you walk away feeling more drained, more exhausted, more tired, and you can't seem to get out of that funk, they're leeches. Leeches disguised as energy workers that want to help you. Because my last encounter with a person who claimed to be a Reiki master and an energy worker that did good, I think they genuinely wanted to. I think they really do. But I don't think they realize that they can't control themselves because they haven't done the work they need to do. And they really shouldn't be helping people right now, because this person, every time we even spoke on the phone, would leave me feeling so exhausted. I mean, I would literally, my eyes would start to close and I would feel like I was passing out. And I finally realized that was the same energy feeling I used to get from my ex. The one that abused me constantly and my children. Because he sucked out all of the light from us constantly, because he couldn't make his own. He disconnected himself from source. So when someone disconnects themselves from source and they're not willing to balance themselves and equal themselves out, the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, because there's no dark without light, no pain without gain, because if you have pain and you survive it, you will gain. So keep that in mind. Instead of saying no pain, no gain, say no gain without pain. And it might change how you look at that. So, yeah. There can be people out there that claim they're going to help you and maybe even genuinely want to, but they may not understand what they're doing. And unless someone with more knowledge and more experience in a mentorship or in a place of respect that this person can appreciate comes to them and says, hey, look, man, we need to do some work right now because you're actually hurting people, they might not understand what they're doing. So please be careful. Make sure you listen to your gut. If it feels like you're heavy, if it feels like you're tired, if you feel drained, if you feel like this person didn't leave you better than when you started with them, they're not the right healer for you. And it's not a judgment call. It's not that they're bad or good. It's that you don't need them right now because they need to work on themselves. It's just like doctors or psychologists or anybody else, right? Even policemen and firefighters, they need self-care too. We all do. Anyone who's in service to other people needs self-care, because if we don't let go of the emotions and let go of the feelings that accumulate and go inside of ourselves and look at our dark places, because even our dark places can be beautiful. I don't mind my dark places. I actually really like them sometimes. Just know that you have the right at any point to say, this is not for me, and walk away from anybody. Forget the money you spent with them. Forget the time you spent with them. Just go. Just go. And let it go. And make sure next time you find a person that you possibly maybe take some time to just talk to them or watch their videos before you make a decision, because sometimes people say the right things and they can make you feel special and they can make you feel warm and fuzzy, and you can fall into the trap of wanting it to really be real what they're telling you, and they want it to be real too, but they're not done their work. So be careful with medicine people and energy workers, and make sure when they tell you they meditate and when they tell you this and that, make sure that they're actually practicing the things that they're preaching, right? Medicine workers don't want to harm people. We don't have revenge or hate in our hearts. I mean, sometimes we do, but we let it go. We don't live off of that. Why am I including myself in this? I guess because I am. We'll just accept it. So yeah, be careful, okay? And don't let anyone steal your good energy. You don't have to. It's your choice to let them in or not. So don't. And if you want help, well, let me know. I have been carving gemstone carvings like totem animals, and I'm actually going to start making some protection amulets, because I think the intention and the will and the power that I have that I can put into things I create, I think will help some people. I am not an energy worker at this point, okay? I am not a medicine healer at this point, okay? I'm just a newbie, and I'm still learning, and I'm still growing. But I do know I have the ability to help people with what I can do. And it's maybe small in some areas, but I think, as long as I stay humble and as long as I stay real, I can help some people. And that's what I want to do. So, if you're curious and want to know more, feel free to message me, and we'll talk. Because, yeah, I want to help people. So yes, I hope you enjoy the wind wherever you are today. Let it touch your skin and let it tell you what it needs to say. Maybe the winds of change are coming your way. That's exciting. Don't be scared of the crazy that comes before the calm. Run to the storm, embrace it, ride the waves. Because it can be exciting as much as it can be scary. And yes, Mr. Crow, I'm listening to my intuition today. He's flying away. I know I'm doing it. He's like, fine, my job's done. I'm leaving. She's finally listening. All right. I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.